What's going on, everyone?
It's
Welcome
a
back to the
fucking
podcast. Channel Right
hair.
Business for another episode. It's a Wednesday night, so I hope everyone's having a great week so far. Let's get into some funny stuff, guys, that's going on. John's got some good ones for us. I am excited for this one. I haven't been on the pod in a while since last Friday, so let's get this one started. John, what you got, brother?
Hey, too busy being gay over there.
Just tired, man.
Do you want to hear
Tired
that shit right
from
now,
all this
dude?
partying, man. Too much
Ain't
partying.
nobody got time for that, Chris.
Like, was it Salerms McGee just partied out?
I just want to go home. No, what does he say? He goes, what does he say? Ah, shit. I forgot.
I forget what he says. Like, not this time, girls. This time I'm partying alone.
Oh, I had that thing wrong. Let me fix it while we're here. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, Slimmers McGee. I think his eyes are all red.
They're all just bloodshot.
You're
He
gonna have to
hasn't
party
slept in
without me,
weeks.
ladies. Dude, I can't believe I forgot his line. Anyways, cheers, everybody. All kinds of crazy news today. It's only Wednesday, and shit's hitting the fan. Many people getting fired. Students getting expelled. Jimmy Kimmel's fucking gone, bro. Fuck.
Finally.
God
Finally.
damn it.
Yeah, but he deserves it too because he's been spreading nothing but fucking lies. Like the whole how he blamed the shooter to be a MAGA supporter. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out
Well,
of here.
that's the shit. That's 100%. I'm gonna be honest. I was having this conversation with one of my colleagues, and we're talking about it. And he's yeah, but it's still cancel culture. Um, I as well. Um, I'm not a fan of cancel culture, but cancel culture was people literally digging up a bunch of dirt on people, like a bunch of dirt or anything somebody said that was offensive, like years ago. And hey, we're gonna go and whatever they said 10 years ago, we're gonna go and fucking plaster that and say, like, these are evil people and they're bad and they shouldn't have a show and don't hire these people and blah blah blah. It was all a bunch of shit. And this is like in real time, them saying horrible shit, like doing horrible things and just being like shitty Americans, being shitty people and humans. Like, it was like, bro, what are y'all doing? And with Jimmy Kimmel, like you just said right now, Jimmy Kimmel saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, the right's over here trying to make him sound like a leftist, but he's really a MAGA. He's one of theirs or whatever." I'm quoting it. I'm terribly quoting it,
Yeah.
but it's total nonsense. Like, what are you talking about, bro? It's already been proven. He had Antifa subscribed on the bullets. He had a trans girlfriend. I don't know many MAGA guys that had trans girlfriends or boyfriend, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then talking about how Charlie Kirk was there's too much hate that you can't what do you say? Something about too much hate
Yeah.
that you
He was
can't
saying he was spreading too much hate when he was I think he was they showed that text messages from him to his boyfriend, girlfriend thing, whatever.
yeah, but he said something about you can't fix this level of hate. There you go, something like that. And it just seems like nonsense. Like, what are you talking about? And those text messages, have you read them? A lot of people have been saying as well, but they do sound just so fucking weird. There's no way that trans had nothing to do with it, bro. There's no fucking way.
Well, the evidence is still coming out.
I get
They
that.
haven't fully finished but they said that the roommate has been cooperating with them. So, and even the family is saying that it's in the past since I think I forgot how long was the time span, but he's been going very left. He's been going real radical
Mhm.
with socialism and like I think socialism or liberal, being liberal. Like he's been really erratic on that.
But you're telling me like that person didn't know that he was gonna do that. Like you're telling
Yeah,
me,
the roommate. Yeah, so from what they're saying that was it was planned out, but I don't know. Like yeah, because you are right. 'Cause I think from what the text messages say, like the roommate was like oblivious to it. You know, it's like
yeah,
you did it. Why? I'm like, what do you mean? If that's your partner in life or your roommate, I mean, something should have sparked like maybe a rifle with all these little fucking drawings and on the damn bullets and everything.
yeah. I don't know. Everybody's seen the messages, so we don't need to show them too much. But the only thing is, it's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, and it was me. Like, what did the boyfriend say? The trans boyfriend, something about, oh, don't tell me it was you. Yeah, it was me. And it's just like, what? Like, who's? First of all, if I had just did something like that, the last thing I'd be doing is text messaging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it just seems like, hey, I need to make sure that my boyfriend, I'm gonna say boyfriend, I don't give a fuck. It's a dude. That my boyfriend is not implicated in my crime, so I'm gonna do everything I can to make it look like they had nothing to do with it. She didn't even he didn't even know. what was going on, you know? And I guarantee it's gonna come out later. And the FBI, bro, I don't trust the FBI to do anything correctly, bro. I don't. I just don't trust them. Even with Cash Patel and Don Bongino at the helm, like I just can't trust them to do anything that's that's truthful in any way, man. The FBI is just so corroded, it's so corrosive of an organization. I think you just need to disband it completely. Let's fucking take it and do like that one guy. That's another story. Like that one guy and just piss on it.
They
Just
had a
have a
big old pee
goddamn R.
party.
Kelly golden shower on that FBI building.
He would be the first one there.
Just, and and before people fucking, I know now they're policing everything right now. I'm not saying go do something to the FBI building. I think that just Casper tells, like you said, he said the first day I get in office, I'm gonna turn the FBI building into a fucking museum of the deep state. Let's do that. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
we like that. We like where that one's going. Let's just do it.
Mm. And
I
even
mean,
that,
even with the committee hearings and everything, it was just
oh,
I don't know.
bro,
It was a fucking a circus disaster.
he went off on Cory Booker.
On Booker, he went
It
off
was Cory Booker.
on
He went out. That he don't know.
Swalwell.
He don't know was great because she was all there's biological. What did she say? There's differences between men and women, and it's like what? I was just like, oh shit! Did she just admit that there's difference between men and women? I was so
Who?
happy. I was like, did anybody catch that? Because I
Which
did.
one? I didn't see all of them. I only
What's her
saw a
name?
few of them.
The Hawaiian.
Oh, dude, I can't stand her. Just I
Hey, Stevie. Was it?
yeah.
No,
It's like quit your Asian accent. You don't talk like that.
that's the
Fuck
way.
out of here.
Nah, she does talk like that. That's the way Steven Crowder. I remember I seen the past ones. I haven't seen him in like this week, but I seen the past ones where he has the voice that Steven. How you doing, Steven? It's so
I don't think she talks like a Miss Swan the entire time. I think she puts more of the emphasis when she's speaking in Congress and everything, or speaking on the hearings and everything.
I know
I'm
it's
surprised she ain't
you're
wearing an
telling
apron
me you
too.
cannot do a pull up, and I mean, we can't do a pull up. You're not
Oh, I did see
hiring.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you fucking talking about? If you cannot do a pull up, what are you doing in the law enforcement whatsoever? Unless you're gonna be a pencil pusher or that paper pusher or a pencil
You're
pusher.
gonna sit at a desk the entire time, like an
Yes.
analyst or something.
I fucked all that up. But yes, sit on the desk, okay, I get that. But if you're out there, and that's what I was saying yesterday. I don't know if you saw it, but I was saying like they're always complaining, why don't the police do other things other than start shooting? And it's like the reason a lot of them don't because they're either out of shape, they're women, or they're just
Out of shape.
fucking they have no idea how to tackle somebody down, how to hold somebody down, any kind of grappling skills. They have none of that shit. And it's like if they had that, it would be a different story. But they have to go to their gun because they just don't have those skills. Which I that's why I said I think every person in the law enforcement, FBI, ATF, I mean anything, ICE, you should be well versed in mixed martial arts. You should be. And I mean, I'm not talking like you should be on a fucking UFC match.
No, but you have some weekly training or something, at least two
Yes,
days a week or something.
some background, and you
Yeah,
should
you don't
have
have to be a black. You don't have to be a black belt in jujitsu, but it will be nice, and it will be helpful to learn how to restrain someone.
yeah,
Because the only thing they can rely on is if you're bigger than the other person. That's the only thing you can rely on: the strength and size.
yeah, for sure. I mean, they should have MMA player. I mean, MMA players like it's basketball. They should have MMA motherfuckers out there teaching these people how to grapple and how to hold somebody, how to like properly take someone down, and if needed, you know how to subdue them in a way where they're not gonna like completely kill them. You know, like something like there's training. These MMA fighters know how to do all that shit. They train every day, and these officers should also have that kind of training. The best training. I mean, we should have them having the best training. I don't understand this. And yeah, the way she was talking about like, oh, we can't do a pull up. That's gonna not benefit women. Well, they shouldn't be in the fucking FBI chasing bad guys if they can't handle themselves on the field, and which we already know. And I really loved to see her distinguish the difference between men and women because for the last 10 years, what have we been told? There's no difference between these fucking
They can't even
benches and these
defy a
dudes.
woman.
We
Like,
have
what's a
Leah
woman?
Thompson with her dick out in the pool, just swimming.
One
She's
of those
doing
new age women.
she's just doing the cock stroke in the pool. It's just her dick fucking Hey, Leah Thompson got the cock stroke. You just see it's like a little motor of her dick just it's like, oh shit, she's so
She's doing the
fast.
helicopter inside the water.
It's just spinning. It's spinning, it's spinning. It's spinning. Dude,
Can you imagine that? Just
that would be, hey ma'am, I'm sorry, go tuck your dick in, ma'am. People
hey
are
man,
watching.
your dick popped out. Tuck
Hey
that back
ma'am, your
in.
dick's showing. There's kids in this pool. Come on, tuck that in. You gotta get those Target. You gotta get those Target fucking those what were they? Those tuck in bathing suits that they had at Target. Bro.
I can't believe they actually had those there.
They did. Now, one of the crazy stories before we get started on the whole Jimmy Kimmel is and go where what Jimmy Kimmel said and why he's such a dipshit was I don't know if y'all got to see, but Demon Slayer's out. Are there any anime guys in there? Chris is a big anime. If you ever want to talk anime, we'll probably be doing some anime pod soon, talking about it. Chris knows a lot more than I do, so I'm not gonna pretend. But anime came out. Anime came out. Demon Slayer just came out with a new movie, and a guy got caught just out of nowhere, just decided to fucking go R. Kelly on some kid, and then they beat the shit out of him. I don't
Yeah.
know if you got to see this, Chris.
No, I saw some of the clips. I didn't watch the full like streaming that people were post like just slamming on Instagram and everything. But I did see like a quick thing. I'm like, what the fuck? And you just see like these guys just like railing on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude,
What
they
the hell is
rail
going
the
on?
shit. They
Why I didn't know it was because he urinated on a kid. I just thought like, oh man, people fought in a goddamn movie theater, and I was like, oh wait, shit, this guy
I
peed on a kid.
I just don't understand that. It's just like I really want to understand. You know, you're just watching Demon Slayer and you're looking and you're like, man, this is a fucking good fight scene. Hold on, let me piss on this kid real quick. Hold on. You just get up and
I mean, there's like no excuse. Even if he was to say, hey, I had to go, I'm like, well then fucking run out or piss your pants. Don't urinate on a kid. That's a that's a felony, right? Or like,
it's so
what crime is that?
crazy. It's so fucking crazy that he decided, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna piss on this kid. And I'm not trying to laugh at the whole and I'm glad. I actually am really glad that they decided to beat the shit out of him. So that is I'm sorry, man. If you pissed on my kid, if I saw a grown man pissing on my kid, dude, you're gonna see me on the news as well. Like I'm a fucking go crazy on that dude.
And it
But
was right during a good part where fucking Zenetsu was fucking fighting too.
it's all hey, look at that news and Netsu Zine. Oh shit, I need a piss. Oh, dude, that's so crazy. Like, I just don't I wanna understand what was going on in your head there when you decided to
I
do this
mean,
stupid shit.
yeah. I mean, he had plenty of time. I mean, he could have gone to the fucking restroom. There was no fucking cause for that.
So let's check it out. It says, just so we get the facts here, a man at AMC Theater in Arizona Valley on of the Sun unzipped in the middle of a movie and pissed on a child sitting nearby. So, I mean, did he just pull his dick to the side and just the crowd dragged him out of his seat and beat him until he couldn't stand. Hey, bravo to you guys. I do want to say bravo to those men that actually manned up in that situation, decided, nah, you're not gonna get away with this shit. Bravo, bravo. Let's go
I
ahead and
gave
check
him
it
some
out.
good old justice right there.
Yeah.
Thunder breathing. 7-4.
It's hey, they're pirating that movie.
Oh, they're doing it during dubbed. A whole bunch of
Is it?
losers.
Oh, it is dub. That's
Dubbed.
gay.
Fire. Thunder.
Go there, I'm gonna fuck him up. Go over there. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Who are they? I'm gonna fuck him up.
Watch out, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Man, they're taking turns.
Yeah, they're going at it. It's a family event.
Fuck out.
I've never seen the
Go in the
technique
whole
until
fucking
now.
movie. Come on, let's go, boy.
Damn you! I always knew that stupid geezer liked you more than me! Why else would he only teach you that technique? You're wrong.
Oh, you got R. Kelly people, bro.
What did he say?
Family people, bro. Dude, and I'm not laughing at the whole situation because that's fucked up. Dude, I think this guy rightfully got his ass kicked. Whoever's out there in the chat, go and let us know. Am I wrong? But that dude rightfully got his ass kicked. You don't piss on a fucking
No,
kid.
rightfully, yeah.
But
We
I
would've
like
done
how
the
he
same
says,
thing.
"My years ago," you can tell they're a bunch of beaners, bro. You can tell these people, nah, fool, hold them up, fool. I got the tacos. And he said, why you gotta R. Kelly people food? Hold on, let's go back to
I didn't hear that part 'cause I didn't watch the whole thing.
this dude's helping him out too. I wouldn't help him out, dude. I'd be like, you put yourself in that situation, brother.
Oh, you got R.
He just goes
Kelly
and kicks him
people,
real
bro?
quick.
Oh, look, he missed it.
Oh, you got R. Kelly people, bro?
My bad, he's bro.
This technique is something I made. Oh,
I just got it. Everybody who's not it, okay?
one day
Everybody who's not
I'd
it,
be able to use it to fight by your side.
Damn, bro. You fucked the movie up.
How is this even possible?
Damn.
Thunder breathing only has 6 techniques.
Bro, why you got a fucking movie up?
The commentary's great. I thought it was a white dude. It's a black dude. Oh, dude.
See, I wonder, was he doing it because of a fetish, or was he doing it because like he had to go really bad and or he's just a fucking idiot, or all three?
No matter why he did it, I mean, there's not really a fucking reason. I don't know, man. I don't see a reason on why he did it, but he does.
No, I'm not saying there has to be I was like, well, there must be a reason for it. But I'm just like, dude, what went through his fucking head? In other words,
I
what I'm
know,
saying.
like, I mean, there's cups there. I mean, I'm sure you had a cup. You could have pissed in the cup. I mean, maybe he actually just thought, nah, you got to know a kid's
No.
nature. You got to know
Because even any type of decency, if I got to pee, I'm not gonna be like, well, let me just pee right here on the side of the seat. Like, no.
Yeah, poor fucking kid. Dude, imagine now every time he thinks of Demon Slayer, poor little
He's
fella.
never gonna want to go to a movie ever again. See, this is why you can't go to cinema anymore.
His stuff. But yeah, that is, bro. That's out of bounds. Bro. That's out of bounds right there, man. You're doing some crazy shit. God damn. Well, like, where in your right mind do you just? I'm just gonna take a piss right here. You know, I'm not worried about it.
Man, you can't be peeing like you can't be urinating like that, especially in the theater. That's why they got restrooms.
Dude, I love the commentary because you can tell it's total fucking Hispanic dudes.
I thought it was a white guy.
Bro, why you gotta fuck up the movie, bro? I would have been pissed too if I was just, dude. But that would have been crazy. Can you imagine? You're just watching this scene of a fight. You're watching this fight scene, and then you see these dudes just taking turns, fucking railing on this one man. Like, I would honestly be like, what the fuck's going on? And then once I found out, I'd be like, yeah, right. I mean, yeah, dude, rightfully so. You got your ass beat.
Yeah, that's justice right there.
Yeah. Speaking of justice, let me get this out here. Because I've been seeing a lot of people on the right, and I've been battling myself. What's going on with all the stuff going on? I'm not a fan of cancel culture. I'm a fan of free speech, big time absolutist. I don't believe in hate speech. I think hate speech is stupid. It's a figment of the left's imagination. I also agree with accountability. I get that, and I totally understand. You got to be accountable for what you say. And I don't know if you got to see that, Chris, but there was a teacher in Canada with fifth graders that played the Charlie Kirk fucking scene on a loop while she talked about why he deserved it. Now that 100%, I mean, you're first of all, if you're dancing on the grave of this man that did no harm to anybody, I would say, yeah, you're a piece of shit. And if I was an owner of a company and I saw somebody in my company doing that, I would let them go too. I'd be like, I don't want somebody like you. As I talked to Chris, I told y'all on the podcast the last couple of days, I've unfriended a few people because of that. Like straight up, like I don't want to be associated with you. As it is, I don't really like to be associated with a lot of lefties because they just have a whole different. And I don't want to hurt nobody. Like it's not one of those things. I just don't have the same. We don't have the same morals and the same values as with each other. And for me, like we had this discussion last time on the pod where I said even if somebody did that to like AOC, I'd be like, dude, I'd be disgusted just as much as I am with Charlie. I mean, I don't like AOC. I think she's bad for the country. I mentioned this, but I still would never want to see her like be put down like a rabid dog. In front of a crowd, especially in front of her family. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'd be saying the same thing. You know, I just don't believe in that. I think it's stupid. So just to go forward, a lot of these people are saying, like, they're obviously saying non-truths. They're lying to their audience. It's propaganda. And Jimmy Kimmel's been doing this for a long time. You have Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, what is it, Stephen Colbert, and
Oh
what's
yeah,
the other stupid fuck?
he's that one British dude. I forgot who it is.
Oliver
Oliver.
something.
Yeah,
Some shit. I don't know, man, because I don't watch him. I used to love. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but put in the chat, man. What was your favorite one? I used to love Conan O'Brien. I thought Conan O'Brien was hilarious back in the day, with the masturbating bear and the fucking
he still got his
triumph.
good moments here and there.
Yeah, and then Trump came along and he lost his mind with the rest of the lefties. I thought late night was great, man. You get to see your favorite celebrities go and talk, have some fun. Uh, David Letterman was really good back in the day. Jay Leno, but they were really funny, and they didn't like ostracize half their audience, not even like remotely. They talked about both sides. They had a little bit of fun, and they poked fun. They didn't just fucking go in there and just spew propaganda, boom, 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 with talking points. And this is what Jimmy Kimmel did yesterday. He went on his show, fucking blamed it on that he was a right winger, and I know why, because you know why they're saying he's a right winger, right?
Yeah, because they don't want to be attached to the left.
I mean that they don't want him to be attached to the left, but also because his dad is a right winger. The was it Tyler Robinson?
I believe
Um,
his dad was a sheriff.
Yeah, but his dad was in is was a he is actually a conservative. So they're trying to tie that and saying like, "Oh, we're looking at his dad's a conservative, so is he." And it's like, "No. He was probably a conservative back in the day until he got radicalized at university and then decided to fucking bang dudes and
Hmm.
do his little tranny run." And he got indoctrinated with the bullshit, and then he decided Charlie Kirk was spewing too much hate in his mind, because that's the thing that they correlate. They correlate when somebody on the right talks, they correlate that with fucking violence. Like they say, that's literal violence in their view, in their worldview, bro. Fucking words are violence, and then also on the other side of that, silence is violence. It's fucking violence everywhere. If you're on the right, you're somehow violent to these people on the left, and then the left actually does violence, and then they justify their violence with that. And yeah, and I think Jimmy Kimmel is wrong for this. We're gonna go ahead and watch it. And I do want to say before we get started that Trump's fucking Trump's like response was really weird at that. Did you watch that?
Nope. Haven't seen
Okay, we're
anything
gonna
yet.
watch it right now, and it was weird, and I get what he's trying to say. I know he's like near a jet, so it's loud. I don't know if he heard it correctly, but it was like I don't know, like he has a lot of things in his mind. He's a president, man. He's going through a lot of shit. So I'm not gonna blame Trump 100%, but it is like Trump. Like what the fuck kind of response was that? But Jimmy Kimmel, I'm not even mad about he made fun of Trump. What he said, I'm mad about like what he actually did was he tried to fucking lie, or he did lie, not try. He lied to his audience about how what side this man was actually on that shot Charlie Kirk, and that's bullshit. So let's go and watch it.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the
Blatant lie. That's a
Pretty good, this
fucking
guy.
blatant fucking lie. Jimmy Kimmel, piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, bro. There's nothing I could say other than that. It's a blatant lie. You know it. And this ain't. What do you think, man? Is this like he just doesn't know? I don't know. What's your take?
I mean,
Do you think like he doesn't know?
it's like how you said he's radicalized too, but I think he's also doing it because he has to. Also, I mean, I think because he's a fucking idiot and he's just a retard. But I think he knows that he has to be this way in order to keep his show and to satisfy his audience. He's already drowned it. He already went too far down. So at this
Well, that's
point,
the
too, I
thing.
think he's just an idiot too for this.
That's the one thing you see. It's like they're so fringe left. Like they went straight to the fringe portion of the left, and it's like, bro, like you're
They got so used to
entertaining
walking
the
on.
worst of the worst of your party. Like what?
They got so used to walking on eggshells for their own career. They sold their souls. They sold everything that they had just to get where they're at now, and they have to stay there.
Ah, dude, that's terrible. But yeah, let's keep going.
finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
And then before we even go, even at that point, why did you have to say which got some criticism? Like from who? From these radical fucking psychos that wanted Charlie Kirk dead? It
Mhm.
didn't get criticism from anybody other than your fringe
Your
group.
own party. Yeah.
Yes, on the left. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like a
condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. There's demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
All right, and this is how a fucking lefty propagandizes his audience right here. Because you're lying. You know he's from the left. It's no doubt about it. And Viva Frey, I like him actually. I never watched the show much, but I like his takes on a lot of things. Interesting how in a lot of reporting of Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, they reference remarks and don't actually directly quote the entire bit. It's not just unfunny. It's not just politically motivated disinformation propaganda. It's demonic and inhumane. No, Jimmy Kimmel. No, Jimmy Kimmel. Trump is not in the fourth stage of grief construction. He is probably still in the first stage denial shock. You should take this time off to reflect. You are a poor representative of humanity. I like that. I agree 100%, man. I agree. You are a poor representation of humanity, and you're a poor representation of somebody that should be making America laugh at a time like this. This is what your job is, man. You're a comedian, and you haven't been a comedian for how long? Since the fucking Man Show.
Over a decade, man. Ever since Trump came down the golden escalator.
Yeah,
probably since the Man Show. Yeah,
the Man Show.
Probably since then.
You
I forgot all about that. Yeah, I remember that. We used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, I don't. And if there's one thing, I'm not gonna defend free speech for people that have never defended free speech. If that makes any sense. If you never defended free speech, why the fuck would I defend your right to have free speech? I think you're a scumbag, and I really don't really care for him. This one's pretty crazy. So they're gonna it says the special will air during the time slot of typical reserved for Jimmy Kimmel. They're gonna do an actual tribute on air during Jimmy Kimmel's time for Charlie Kirk, which is pretty cool. Damn, they're really like getting pissed off about a lot of these things. Now, this is the one right here. I don't know if you got to see this, Chris, but this dude, Brian Stelter.
I can't stand Stelter, bro. I don't know what he's still doing on TV.
Well, he got fired. Remember, he got fired, and then somehow he got back on. I mean, this dude is as fruity as they come. He's fruitier than a fruit basket, dude.
I just love the way Crowder makes fun of him so much.
Yeah, he had that Return of the Fat, right?
Return of the Fat. He's like eating with a set of the burgers.
But Brian Stelter is terrible. He is terrible, dude. God, and that's what everybody's always like. How did he get his job back, dude? I mean, dude's no good for nobody. But let's go ahead and see. Look at this shit. The way they're talking about it now, and I really want you to focus on. Look at how they're talking about it now, and look at how they. I mean, just remember how they talked about people getting canceled before for saying the most like light-hearted shit, like the most very kind of like saying men shouldn't be in women's sports. You shouldn't trans fucking kids, like those little things. This is what got you canceled, and look at how he talks about cancel culture now.
ABC. We know one of them, Nexstar, which has about 24 stations with the ABC logo and all the ABC programming. Nexstar publicly announced that they were going to drop Kimmel's show indefinitely. Within a matter of minutes, we heard from Disney that the show was being pulled off. That suggests other station owners were also getting scared. Owners were probably also coming up with backup plans not to air. What about comedy? This is so serious, Aaron. Yeah. America is a less free place if late night comedians cannot do and say what they want. Of course, they can be tuned out. People can change the channel. That's how we vote. That's how we have our say in America.
Oh, now we're back to that, huh?
Okay. Well, but the thing is, like, he's not being a comedian anymore. He's just spreading lies and all this false information, lying to his audience and to the American people who's watching him. That's the difference.
That is true, but it's also true. We've been saying that for how long? That if you don't like Charlie Kirk, if you don't like Steven Crowder, if you don't like Tim Pool, if you don't like fucking Viva Frey, if you don't like, I mean, every prominent right. I mean, dude, Cornel West, anybody. If you don't like these people, don't fucking
Don't
tune
watch them.
into their channels. Like that's
It's
it's
that
that easy.
simple.
Yeah, even
Just, I
like
mean,
Shane
just
Gillis.
look at Stelter, look at all them. We didn't watch them.
Yeah,
The
and it's
only
like
time we
Shane,
did is when they were on a right wing show or when they were commenting about them, like Crowder. That's the only time I ever watched them was when they were on there making fun of them or just showing clips of their fucking shows.
I've seen Brian Stelter a lot just on my own without looking at other people's pods just because like he's such a dipshit and everything his whole takes on everything are so just radical radically like different from reality. You know, they live in this delusional world that they tell us we're in the cult, we're in this fucking bubble, you know, right-wing bubble. But there's no way of being in a right-wing bubble because how are you in a right-wing bubble when everything around you is left-wing? Like dude, everything. And it's finally kind of the tide is turning a little bit. It almost feels weird. I don't know about you, bro, but it feels weird to see the tide turning because it's like, damn, we've been demonized and talked down to, been called names so long. It almost like what? Like people are on our side a little bit.
Well,
Like
yeah,
it,
they even said too on the polls that a lot of people are registering as Republicans now after the whole thing with Charlie Kirk being assassinated. People are realizing like, damn, this is not what I'm about. I mean, yeah, we have our differences, but like, nah, not this was taking it way too far. One taking it too far was one with them when they tried to assassinate Trump more than once, but this one, and for a lot of people, this drew the line. I think I was watching this on Fox that people who are Democrats are now re-registering as Republicans because they're leaving the party. It's too radical now.
it's been radical. I'm glad that they're finally seeing it. It's not. It's and I know that's not what you're trying to say right now. So I know I'm not trying to correct you, but it's been too radical for a fucking long time. This ain't nothing new. It's finally people are paying attention, and I'm one of those people like I'm not gonna be. Oh, now you want to be Republican? Like, nah, bro, come on in, get
Yeah,
on in here. You know,
plenty of room. Come on.
and that's what I was saying yesterday in the podcast. I was like, I want to start arguing about like economic shit again. You know, I'm tired of arguing about should we have fucking dicks in women's sports? Should we have dicks in the women's fucking locker rooms? Should we have kids on, you know, on hormone blockers, um, which we know are especially with women putting testosterone in women is cancer. Like that, they already said it causes cancer. Um, should we like? I want to stop arguing about all the dumb shit. Should we have abortions up to 9 months? I mean, all this shit to me is just so radical and stupid. Like, why are we arguing about this stuff? And I'd want to go back to, hey, let's start arguing about like economic plans, maybe healthcare, all these things that actually matter to the people. You know, stop spending money on foreign agencies like you know Israel, Ukraine, all these places. I mean, if you want to spend some money, okay, I get it, but fucking throwing all our just billions of dollars. Here you go. Here you go. Like I want to start arguing about that. You know, like real politics, you know. Right now we're just in this shit culture and we're arguing about cultural differences and it's good against evil. Like all their shit is like their stuff just hurts and harms people while ours is like we're trying to help you, you know, because you're going so far off the deep end and you're doing harm to your kids and everything about it. And not only that, I mean, we're talking about like, can you imagine in the 90s, bro? Can you imagine like your parents talking about, oh yeah, we shouldn't have cash bail, man. We should just let them out, you know? Can you imagine that conversation in the 90s?
No,
Be-
dude, but like it's like how you're saying it is like the left has been going off the deep edge for so long that they turned demonic and like the entire time. And I'm not saying that the right's perfect. We're not. We're far
no,
from it.
not at all.
But like it's like this entire time we've been trying to stop them from walking off the edge. Like, hey man, like y'all are
Come
taking this
on
way too
back.
far. Like we're trying to save you guys. We're not trying to tell you how to live your life, but goddamn, y'all are taking it so far that y'all are about to go to the deep end, and we won't be able to pull you out this time. I think that's the way. That's the way I've always seen it.
Yeah, they're bungee jumping off that edge. They're not even fucking trying to walk off.
No,
They're
not
just
even
fucking,
they're not even tying the cords. They're just free falling.
and that's the thing. Like all their policies are hurting people. We saw the truck driver in California. Wait, no, he wasn't. Was it California? No, he got it from California.
California. It was in
Yeah,
Florida.
and he killed, you know, 3 people because he don't know what the fuck how to read signs. We see constantly all these illegal immigrants coming in here, murdering, raping, just doing molesting, all kinds of horrible things. We see this revolving door in the prison system that's going on right now, and people just getting hurt in massive ways, getting killed. We see like you know with even the mother of that black guy that fucking killed that white girl. begging the people, "Hey, can you leave my son in jail? He should not be out." But because it'd be racist to put a black man in jail, and then look at what happens: a Ukraine refugee lost their life brutally
Mm.
too. At that, we see all
Oh
these
yeah,
policies and what they're doing. They're not doing any good. They're not doing any harm. They're just giving death and misery, and
they're
it's
causing
becoming
more
inevitable.
harm.
And then we wonder why they relate well with the Muslim people, because they're both the same. They're both just terrible death cults. But let's go ahead and finish this, guy. Sorry, we got in a rant there, everybody, but let's finish what he has to say.
But this really does have a chilling effect across the American media. And it's not just me
Yes,
saying
Brian,
it.
we've been
Heard from
saying that
the group
shit.
Fire in the past few minutes, the free speech group Fire, saying, quote, the government pressured ABC and ABC caved. Quote, we cannot be a country where late night talk show hosts serve at the pleasure of the president, but until institutions grow a backbone and learn to resist government pressure, that is the country we are. And just one more note here, I've heard from Brendan Carr in the past few minutes. He's very pleased about Nexstar deciding to preempt the show. He has not officially reacted to ABC's decision yet, but when I told him about ABC's decision to go ahead and basically, this is a cancellation unless the show ever comes back, he did send me a GIF. He sent me a celebratory meme as his reaction, Aaron.
All right.
I mean,
I do want to say, though, I'm going to say this, and I probably won't ever say this again. That second half of what Brian Stelter said, I totally agree. We cannot have government agencies pressuring private businesses to cancel people. Totally agree. But he does not agree with what he's saying, is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying, what he's saying and saying.
What I'm saying is he doesn't agree with what he's saying. That's what I'm saying.
We all say. No, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You know, like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he doesn't believe anything he's saying on that part. He just
Yes. He does not believe anything he is saying on any of that. And I totally agree. And I saw Trump was saying, hey, we got a few left, Jimmy and Seth or whatever. Seth Meyers is one of the other ones, right? One of those.
Mhm.
And I don't like that at all either. Like, I really don't. I know people are gonna give me hate for that, but I don't like the president going out there saying these people should get fired. It's none of his fucking business. And
yeah, but in this case, I think he's trolling more than anything. But I mean,
I
fuck
get
it,
that.
it is what it is.
But
the left
imagine-
was doing way worse to us. I mean,
100%. But that doesn't mean we have to stoop to their level and start doing what they were doing. And I know people.
well, see, but that's the thing. How far does that have to go? Like, it's not like Trump's doing it because, hey, I hate that guy, get him off the air, or I'm gonna stop funding you. It's basically saying, look, y'all are spreading too many lies already, and it's time for things to change. Like, no more fucking lies. If y'all can't even spew the truth, and go on a podcast and do it fucking privately, y'all won't get no funding from us. Like that, I understand.
I get that as well. But the thing is, he does have influence, and his words kind of can be miscued to, actually pressure them. And I get exactly what you're saying. Like, I'm with you. But at that point, then you would have to fucking sue them for libel. I mean, I'm for that. Let's do that. Let's sue them into an oblivion. And I think that's why these companies are doing it. So I do want to say that's probably why they're doing it.
Because they don't
they're
want to
like,
be sued
dude,
all this time.
they're gonna sue us so fucking bad. Because
It's
remember the
cheaper.
View?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's cheaper. That's what they're probably thinking. It's cheaper just to fire this guy, or just
And-
cancel the show and stop being sued.
And also, I mean, dude, let's be honest. Like, is late night dead already? Like,
Yes, yeah.
it's-
Late night's been dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm on the thought process of thinking, dude, late night's already done. Like, who the fuck cares about late night? You could do late night right now on a podcast, which is what Joe Rogan does, which is what
Basically what we're
fucking-
doing.
what we what we try to do.
Yeah.
What we try to do with our 3 viewers. But I want to get some more fucking people. Yeah, it's exactly what I want to do. Anybody in their garage can be a fucking late night host at this point. The only thing is, you have these popular people that can get Chris Pratt's. You have these people that could get these stars to talk about their movies, and they would get way more audience. It's way more cheaper. You don't have to hire all these people. The best of the best are gonna get weeded out and fucking go on top. The worst of the worst are gonna get weeded out and fall in line with the bottom crowd. That's the way it is, because you know what? When you're doing a podcast, you have no writers. This is all from the dome for everybody. And for people that have never done a podcast and that talk shit about everybody, it's like, it is really hard to go on live and just spew your fucking thoughts and keep a conversation and entertain that whole situation. It's not saying it's like the hardest thing in the world, but it is compared to like them where they have like a million, well, not a million, sorry, where they have like 100 writers writing all their jokes, telling them, hey, say this at this point, say this at this point,
Yeah,
a
producers,
teleprompter.
they have everything.
Yeah, producers, directors, a prompter telling them what the fuck to say. This is why when you see all of them, when you see Stephen Colbert, remember when he tried to do his podcast during the COVID years, nobody watched because it was terrible. And he
Yeah,
still had writers.
he couldn't. Yeah, but he couldn't even think on his own. I mean, yeah,
I'm
he still
saying.
had writers, and it still sucked. I mean, his show sucked to begin with, but
I think
it's
late
like,
night.
and you're gonna try and go off and do it on your own, dude. Come on.
I think late night's completely dead already. So I think it's just something that while we're doing is prolonging the inevitable. Sorry, I thought a roach fucking got me. It wasn't my cord. I was like, ah shit, there's a goddamn roach, Chris.
Oh, the worst one's the one that can fly. You don't
Oh,
fuck
dude,
with
I
those
had one
guys.
the other day while I was doing a pod, and I was like this, and I was like, people probably think I'm all fucking methed out. Fucking, there's people around me.
You probably have the most views because of that.
No, I got no views. I got nothing.
Oh.
I'm one of those. I'm in the bottom pile with Stephen Colbert. No, but it's the truth though. You know, you can do it way cheaper, and you could do it with less people. And the only thing is, like, once you get bigger, you could get a studio. You could get 2-3 people in there, and I actually love those pods when you get like 2 or 3 comedians in there talking. That's way better than any late night, and you don't have FCC on your ass. I'm hoping FCC never gets in the podcast game because imagine that, bro. Like, can't
Oh.
say this, can't say that. I love I know a lot of the podcasts too. They push it out in the beginning, like, "Hey, we're sponsored by this, this, this," and that's cool. All right, get it out the way. I could fast forward and then go straight to the fucking conversation. And I think that's awesome, man. I think late night's already a dead thing, and it's about and right now they're probably thinking, how do we get out of this? Because dude, they pay them crazy salaries, you know.
Oh yeah, how much was Colbert? They were paying him
Dude.
like 42 million or
It was
38
I
million.
forgot. We did a whole pot on that shit a while back, but yeah, they're paying him a grip, bro.
Fucking ridiculous.
They're paying him all this money, and on top of that, they got to pay the writers. Then they got to pay the producers. Then they got to pay the directors. All this for like a fucking hour show that you could do on a podcast for one fucking hundredth of the money, and way better too. With like Joe Rogan's way more entertaining than any late night show.
Yeah, even when he does those 3-hour ones, man, those are bangers, but it's like they're way more entertaining because he has brilliant fucking people, and some of them are not even fucking celebrities; they're just brilliant-minded people. That's it, and those are some of the best ones, in my opinion.
Yeah, he has good ones. So I honestly think late night's dead. I think there's no coming back from it. I don't know if you got to see that new Charlie Sheen documentary. If you have not seen that Charlie Sheen documentary, it's a fucking banger. It's so good. I loved it. I recommend it to you guys. Especially if you're old enough to remember the fucking just the the shit show that he had at the very end of his career. Oh man, and it's crazy to think, dude. Charlie Sheen is like 60 something. He's like 60 years old now. He's a grandpa banging
God
7 grand
damn.
rocks. He's like, I
Banging
was
7
shooting up
grand.
in my fucking toes. So he does have a secret at the end, and you could probably guess what it is. I mean, he has HIV. You could guess what it is. It's just pretty easy. What he was doing during that banging 7 rocks binge that he went on.
I didn't
Yeah.
get too much into his whole life story. I
Well, I
know
mean,
he was
just
just a
think,
party animal. But
HIV. Well, most people that get HIV, yeah, he goes and says it. But y'all go watch it. It's pretty good. I want to end on this because I think this is funny. Look at this stupid bitch. It's it's so good. It's so funny to see these people do this. We'll be back tomorrow. Chris, you think you can do one tomorrow?
yeah,
Yeah, so y'all make sure to come back tomorrow, same time around 8:30. We'll be doing these lives probably daily. I will be doing them daily. Chris will be in here like at least 3 times a week, hopefully. So I like Chris here, so I have somebody to feed off of. But let's go ahead and check this out. I want to end on this one. This is liberal woman says she will no longer date white men. So check it out.
Looking
Okay.
for anything other than a white man. Okay? Just a heads up. Friendly reminder, as a white American woman, yeah, I will no longer be.
And she's look at this chick and look at fucking it says, wow, who's the white dude who is heartbroken about this? I got news for you, lady. Black, brown, and yellow guys aren't going to fuck you either. Nick DiPaolo, dude. I love Nick DiPaolo. I was thinking, man, the only time I'd want to be with her anyways is during fucking tax season. You know, this bitch, like, nobody's. I'm sorry, lady. There's not a bunch of white dudes that are devastated over not being able to bang you. You know, like the way they see themselves is so crazy, right?
I bet she got a shitload of views for that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
know, man.
she's probably not tracking like in the high millions, but she's probably gonna get there.
Oh, I wanted to show you this. This is only 50 seconds. So this is getting fucking wild, man. And I do want to say, Candace Owens is a little. She's a little too much for me, I think, man. I know there's some things that she does really well, and then there's some things I'm like, she doesn't have any receipts, and she always says, I come with receipts. Like, I know, man. I've seen a lot of people debunk all your little receipts that you've been showing people. So I know she's been going off. A lot of people are trying to say it was Israel that killed Charlie Kirk, which is kind of weird. Like, you're telling me Israel got a hold of this 22-year-old kid that grew up in a conservative family, radicalized him, made him hook up with a tranny, and made him shoot Charlie Kirk over his tranny remarks. That's a little far-fetched, man. And when something seems like too many coincidences, it's that way for a reason. But this is, I think, honestly, because have you noticed Charlie Kirk was saying a lot of stuff about Israel before he passed away?
Yeah.
And I think that's something to investigate, but I don't think it has anything to do with the murder. But I think it's something to investigate because not everything has to be the fucking Jews, you know, the way everybody goes. It's
They're
the
gonna go all
goddamn Jews.
Everyone's going all Cartman on the Jews.
I know. It's like Tucker's Cartman and fucking Candace is was it Wendy? Like, they're just all talking shit about
They're just talking shit to each other the entire time.
and they're going off. But this is interesting, though. This is interesting. So I want to go ahead and play this. I don't know if you got to see this or any of the audience
No, I
did,
didn't.
but let's check it out.
Said to people around him many times. He felt that Bibi Netanyahu was a very destructive force.
Yep.
He was
I agree.
appalled by what was happening in Gaza. He was, above all, resentful that he believed Netanyahu was using the United States to prosecute his wars for the benefit of his country, and that it was shameful and embarrassing and bad for the United States, and he resented it. Didn't hate Netanyahu. He wasn't out there with a placard saying that, but he certainly expressed that to me and a lot of other people. And there's no question that Bibi's defenders on the internet will call me a liar or a kook, but that's a fact. And enough text messages exist that I think it can probably be verified in pretty short order. Not that it needs to be, because that is true. He did not like Bibi Netanyahu, and he said that.
I think 100% that is true. And this guy, I don't know, this dude right here, Luka Radowski. Is it Luke? Yeah, Radowski. I like him. He comes on Tim Pool once in a while, and he's like a big he's a big free speech guy. He's really into the whole Epstein thing to try to find out a lot of things about that. He's a good dude. He seems like a good dude. I don't know him personally, of course. I wish I did. That'd be cool. But he echoes what Tucker's saying. Also, Matt Gaetz echoed what Tucker was saying. Matt Gaetz said, I could verify 100% that Tucker's saying the truth, which is fucking some more merit to what he's saying. And let's go ahead and watch.
Charlie, I think, was doing really important things behind the scenes here. And I think they're worth talking about, especially with what a lot of prominent, powerful people are saying now, like Tucker Carlson. Here's what Tucker had to say.
The ones who were offended by my speech, and there was a small, very intense group who were, tormented Charlie Kirk until the day he died.
Now, this was after the TPUSA Student Action Summit in Tampa, which I attended. I was at, and I had my own conversations, and I'll just leave it at that. But Tucker Carlson went on stage and went full in talking about the Jeffrey Epstein saga in an unfiltered, whoa kind of way, as he directly linked the Mossad to the whole Epstein extortion operation, and said this administration's answer to this is unacceptable. He threw a lot of shade at their response. He threw a lot of shade at what was going on here, which clearly was just disrespectful to anyone paying attention to what was really going on here. And his speech sent shockwaves. Now, in this whole monologue, he talks about how Charlie behind the scenes was like, go in it, go at it, go name names. He named Bill Ackman during his speech, which is important because he comes up a lot here. And we're going to read his response.
2 days before he died, he lost a $2 million donation because he had publicly pledged to bring me to the next Turning Point conference in December.
And he did. TPUSA announced their event that they are doing in December like they do every year. One of those years, me, Tim Pool, Tucker Carlson, Charlie Kirk, and others were doing the main headline event. And we had a full-on conversation about extra-dimensional beings, foreign government lobbies. We got into all of it. And it was amazing. It was one of the best events I have ever been a part of in my life. We were on the main stage, fireworks. Charlie Kirk, Tucker Carlson. I mean, my God, that was spectacular. Will we have that again? Tucker Carlson is still scheduled to speak. We'll see what happens with that particular event. A lot of people are donating a lot of money now to TPUSA. We'll see what happens. We'll see how they kind of move forward from here with all of this. But Charlie Kirk was providing a lot of debates and conversations and voices that de-radicalized, turned the temperature down in the room, and I thought were incredibly important. Dave Smith has a lot of things to say about this, as Dave Smith allegedly too was told, hey, by Charlie, let's go. Now, was Charlie just doing that for entertainment purposes? Right? Because this is what was talked about beforehand, this private kind of conversations with Charlie Kirk telling Tucker Carlson, go at it, go full at it. That's left for interpretations, but I think Tucker's assessment here is absolutely correct here from everything that I know from my conversations and from everything that I was able to ascertain from being inside of some of these circles.
That's pretty fucking wild, man.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
pretty wild.
The facts on that, yeah.
Now, in no way do I think Netanyahu had anything to do with Charlie Kirk's death, but I think Charlie Kirk was turned on Netanyahu. Bibi, you see it. You see him talking about it. He was even referencing on PBD. Did they have a stand down order? Because there's no way that you don't get into an IDF soldier in any way the way they raided Israel, and he's talking about it like he's being real about it, and he even says I have a feeling there might have been a stand down order and they might have let it happen. So I'm very interested to see what all of y'all think out there. What do y'all think about the whole situation, or do you think honestly that the Israel was behind the Charlie Kirk shooting? I don't know, man. I just think I think if you're hosting like Tucker Carlson to go talk about all this stuff, I think then there's some merit to what you're saying. I mean, there's some like you're questioning the situation of what Netanyahu's actually doing, and I don't know if you ever seen. There's a video of Netanyahu actually talking about, oh, I can make Bill Clinton do whatever I want, and 80% of Americans support us. That's crazy. Like he's actually saying this on video, and he goes, I can make Bill Clinton move mountains. So I think a lot of that is true. I think Israel uses us like pawns to go fight their wars, and it's a lot of questions behind 9/11 and their part and their like some of the stuff. I don't know, man. It's pretty fucking wild. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
It's a lot to read into. Wow, because like I haven't gotten too far down deep like how this one is, but now I'm intrigued. I actually want to go down in this one.
I'm gonna go down the fucking rabbit. I'm gonna go fucking
all the way.
I'm gonna go fucking face deep in that rabbit
hole. Because when I get into things, especially like with the whole
I'm going balls deep.
Billy Carson.
Oh, you're talking about the black dude with the
like I went down that rabbit hole. So when something intrigues me, man, I go down like fucking crazy. So I'm gonna look into this one because I'm actually very interested in that.
Yeah, what they've been saying for a while, he's Epstein was an agent of Mossad and everything else, which it seems like that's probably likely the situation. That's why Trump won't let it out. And it's I saw one of the UFC, what's his name? What's the stupid ass dude's name? How am I going blank? But he was Sterling, not Sterling. Oh my god. Anyways, he was saying I'm not gonna vote for any AIPAC member anymore. And I know a bunch of people have said AIPAC is very small in a lot of the things that they've done. There's a lot like Qatar is one of them. There's other places, but AIPAC is very powerful lobbying entity that does kind of rule. I mean, it does have a lot of say so in Washington, and a lot of the Jews that are involved with a lot of things. I mean, they're the ones that brought all that lefty shit. We were talking about, remember when we were talking about the whole situation with Hitler and all that, while he was burning a lot of that fucking trans books and all that crazy shit. Yeah, I'm just interested to see where this is going to lead. And I think the tide's turning also on the whole Israel support. I think a lot of people are really getting fed up with Netanyahu and the way, I don't think, and in no way do I think the Israeli people have anything to do with a lot of the shit. I think it is Mossad and Netanyahu like just bringing us into their fights and using us to accelerate their fucking the
won the
battles
dirty
that
work.
they want to be involved in. And,
Yeah.
and I'm not a fan of it either. And I'm not a fan of any lobbying from foreign countries. I think that's one of the first things George Washington said. We need to cut ties with foreign countries because that's just going to be our demise. And yeah, I'm not a fan. We'll see where that leads. But it was great. We'll dig more into that. We'll have a couple episodes on some of the stuff going on and just some funny shit. And hopefully tomorrow we'll just do some funny shit unless some crazy news happens.
I'm pretty sure some crazy shit will happen.
It's all breaking news. But thank you for coming along with us. Go ahead, Chris. Y'all have a great one.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining the podcast. We will see you on the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit us in those comments. Let us know what you want to talk about, what you thought about today's conversation.